Hello, this is Nicole Dalton, and this is my Week 6 Multimedia Discussion Board for MPA 585. And this week we are going to discuss tax distortions. In this presentation, I will be covering distortions with property taxes, sales tax, and income tax. The first is property taxes, and those are based off of a flat rate percentage and the value of the property and not based off an individual's income. And if you were to fix the property tax to the original appraised value of the home or the property, then that affects the government revenues negatively. And it distorts the market in the same way that a progressive income tax would and increases that deadweight loss. And if somebody wanted to purchase a home in a higher tax rated area, that would affect them negatively because based on their annual income, they may not be able to afford those property taxes as if somebody who had a higher income rate. Next is sales taxes. And sales taxes are a flat rate and they're also known as indirect taxes. And because of this, it is a regressive tax because the sales tax is going to differentiate based on the state and county that you're in. But for the specific area where you're purchasing your goods, it's going to affect people differently. So that flat rate is going to affect somebody more negatively who has a lower income rate as opposed to somebody who has a higher income rate. And the distortion problem is that when there's a higher sales tax in a specific county or state, people are going to go away from buying those goods or services because they can't afford those sales taxes in that area. The last is income taxes, and income taxes could have two different systems. In a flat income tax system, there's going to be more inequality but less distortion because people who have a lower income are going to get taxed heavier and it's not going to affect somebody who does have a higher income. But a progressive income tax is less inequality because it's going to be based on what they make for that year, but it will create more distortion. So higher income equals higher taxes and more taxes equals less disposable income. But it's the policymaker's decision to see what they value more, if they want less distortion or more distortion. Next, I'll assess how people view taxes based on wanting more government intervention versus less government intervention. And people who support more government intervention look at taxes as giving the government funds in order for the government to provide those market failures such as public safety and education. They believe that the tax system can help the overall well-being of the nation by paying taxes. And people who want less government intervention see taxes as them losing some of their disposable income. They feel that they work hard for the income they receive and do not want to pay taxes to the government. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I look forward to reading any feedback that you may have for me. I hope you have a great weekend.